Hello, Adam. Hello, Carl. You all right?
How you
I'm
doing,
all right,
Carl?
mate. I'm all right, mate. Come on. You pick the bones out of that.
There's no cigar tonight, is there? No cigar.
I'm very disappointed, obviously, about United today. We should have had a 0-0 draw. But the good thing about it is that it looks good for us on Wednesday. I think we're pretty good. We played our best players today, and it looked pretty good against Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea first half not very good. United obviously very good, but it looks good for us on Wednesday. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, listen, it's been a strenuous season for you in the Premier League, obviously, but the cup run's been brilliant. So, listen, how would it feel if Spurs was to win? Yes, because you're saying it looks good now, but after the game, if it's not looking good, what happens next season?
Well, if Spurs win, fair play to them. It's a one-off game, one of those things. We've got to sit with Ruben Amorim. We have to change the culture at United. We're looking at a younger squad, which is what I'm happy about. We've got rid of some of the people who think, £300,000 a week. You're having a laugh, are you? And they're not performing. We've got to bring on the younger players and make sure that the United are. We've got 6-7 months with Amorim. Them have a pre-season, and hopefully, United will turn things around and be in the top half. I'm not talking about challenging for the actual championship. I'm talking about, top half, making sure we get into Europe.
Yeah, a bit like Chelsea's season, really, because Chelsea, if you look at Chelsea's season, you would have taken that this year, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, I think Chelsea done a great job. I'm not too happy about the way that the way they perform, they buy players and the big time and all that sort of thing. But at the end of the day, United have got to change the culture and the way that we actually look at players. And I think that we've got a young squad. A lot of the players are under 20 years old, believe it or not, and that's great for United.
Yeah, I noticed that. You got the young boy Heaven that came on. He put in a crunching tackle with gusto. So yeah, he's got the heart definitely, but now you just need to nurture it. I'm not Kobe Mainu for me. What's going on there for me? Because I don't understand. He's not been playing starting games, has he? And he's not favoured. Is it contract issue? I'm not sure.
I don't know the ins and outs. Maybe Michael, who's also a United fan, can shed a little bit of light on it. Michael, how are you, mate?
I'm not too bad. It's Friday, isn't it?
Yeah, it is Friday, mate. So it's always good when the sun's out and it's Friday. Beautiful.
Yeah.
What are you doing speaking to us, mate? You should be in the pub somewhere.
He's been.
Mate,
You've been to the pub. You've been to the pub. You've been to the pub. You half cut.
No, I watched the game from home. The manager, who wins or loses, will lose their job.
You think? You think if United lose against Spurs on Wednesday night, Amorim's gone?
Well, yeah. Look at the stats.
Yeah. Yes, I know that the stats are not nice, right? Well, and it's
But look at the style of play of football. Are we improving? Is anyone improving since he's come in? No.
No, but are those players? I mean, he's very vocal about this. He has a system, and he even said there in that post match interview there with Sam Matterface that they don't have the faces and the legs in certain positions in order to make the system work. Hopefully, in the summer.
Right, to be a great manager like Ferguson.
I agree with you.
No, we agree.
We agree. I'm on your page, my friend.
We were saying, why is he being so stubborn? You got to adapt. Like it's impossible that you don't.
I've just been looking at some facts and stats. Check this out. We'll bring Michael back into this, which kind of backs up what Michael was saying a month or two ago regarding Wednesday. If Manchester United lose Wednesday, Amorim's got to go. Ruben Amorim has a worse points per game ratio than Paul Jewell's 24 winless games as the Derby manager in 2008. All right? Amorim's 26 Premier League games have been worse than the season Derby recorded the lowest ever points tally of 11 in Premier League history. What do you reckon of that, Michael?
It's a disgrace, isn't it? But, this is where the problem comes. Who comes in if he does get sacked? Because if you give him the money, if Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos and Glazers, whoever, gives him the money, the transfer kit in the summer, and he goes and does what he wants to do, and it doesn't work out, he gets sacked, who's going to come in who plays with about 3? That's the problem you got. I'd get rid of him now because I look at the audition, I just go, well, what's he improved? Nothing. The back line is terrible.
So you see no future. You see no future with under Amorim.
No.
Nothing at all. Nothing that excites you to say, oh, do you know what? I see what he's trying there. I see what, you know what I mean? Nothing at all.
No, nothing at all.
Cool, blimey.
Mike, go on.
Anything really, Colton? Have you not seen anything?
Well, listen, I'm a great believer of believing in the process. So I feel that every manager needs time to implement what he feels. Because, listen, changing the manager, changing personnel don't work all the time. We already know that. And it's not worked for you guys. And I'm reading something about the conveyor belt of different managers having to go in and using players as not their players that they would prefer. I don't think it's fair to be judging him right now. But what I do blame him for, is just not adapting. He's come out, he's been very vocal about it, and he's still sticking to his guns. Like, he doesn't care. And that's where I've got a problem with it, because you just got to adapt when it's not going your way. You have to. And that just shows me a lack of what would you call it? Would you call it
flexibility, mate?
Not flexibility, but what would you call it? Would you call it disrespectful?
Well, it's awareness of the situation.
Would you call it arrogant?
Oh, it's massively arrogant. Yeah, you
call it arrogant, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I'd call it arrogant and not respecting the game. Like, the players that playing for you, you're not even respecting. You'd rather them look bad. That's where I'm at with it. I just don't understand not adapting to what you got to play with. It's just it's a weird situation for me. But that's the way he wants to work, and he's probably said it at the start of his tenure when he first come to Man United to the powers that be. He says, "I ain't gonna flex for you. This is my way. If you don't like it, leave me alone." And he's probably said that, and then they said, "No, come, we'll do something." But now then we've got callers that come in and they're not happy with him, and rightly so, because he's not showing no flexibility.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.